Hey guys, so today I wanted to do a quick review and demo of the new Maybelline Dream Pure BB cream, and I just picked this up the other day, and this is actually like the third time I've used it on my face, so it's kind of like a first impressions video, but I just wanted to share my thoughts on this so far. So I actually don't own the original version of this. I've never used it, so I don't know how they compare to each other, but I do know that this newer version is targeted for combination and acne-prone skin types, which is perfect for me because I do have combination skin, and this does have that 2% salicylic acid acne treatment in it. So there's supposed to be 8 different benefits to this product, and I'll quickly go through what each of them are, and then I'll also show you guys how I apply it and how it looks on my skin. So the first one, it says it clears acne. Now I haven't had this long enough to say that it's cleared up any of my acne, but I will say it hasn't broken me out or irritated my skin at all, so that is a good thing. Number 2, conceals imperfections. I think in general BB creams just don't have the fullest of coverage, but I do think that this helps even out my skin tone and cover up some of the redness. I can't really say that it completely conceals all of my imperfections though. Number 3, minimizes look of pores. I don't think it really does anything for my pores. I definitely don't think it enlarges them at all, so that's another good thing. Number 4, reduces appearance of redness, which I kind of just touched on. I do think it helps cover up and even out the redness around my nose and different areas on my face, so I do think it does that. Number 5, adjusts to skin tone. I have the color light medium sheer tint, which is the perfect shade for me, so I do think it blends out very nicely and looks very natural on my skin. Number 6, hydrates and smooths. I do think this is a very hydrating BB cream. It feels very nice on the skin, and even after you remove all your makeup, your skin still feels very soft and smooth, so I do agree with that. Number 7, enhances and clarifies. Again, I haven't had this long enough to see it enhance or clarify my skin that much, but like I said, it does have that 2% salicylic acid acne treatment in it, so if you guys do have a little bit more of an acne-prone skin type, I think this would be really great for you. And finally, number 8, 0% oils and lightweight feel. I love that this is an oil-free product, especially because I have combination skin type, and it does feel very lightweight on my face, but I will say it does leave a slightly tacky feeling to your skin, even after having it on for a little while. So it's not something that I love, but I do love the lightweight and natural finish that it does have on my skin. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and get into some of my thoughts that I have on the product, and I'll show you guys how I am applying it. So the first time I applied it, I did use a primer underneath because I typically do use a primer with BB creams. And I'm not sure if it was the primer that I was using at the time, but when I applied it, it just seemed to blend out very streaky and very uneven. So I was a little bit concerned with that. Today I applied it with a different primer. I'm using the Benefit Porefessional on one side of my face, and then I'm leaving my face bare on the other side. And I'm also just applying and blending out the product with my fingers because I feel like it gives you the most coverage from the product and it doesn't leave any streaks. For some reason with this primer, it blends out perfectly fine, and it also blends out perfectly fine on bare skin. So as you guys can see on my bare face, I do have some dark under eye circles and some blemishes around my face, so I'm going to apply a light first layer of the BB cream. And I personally don't think that one layer of this BB cream really does much to cover anything up. It does slightly even out my skin tone, but I will be applying a second layer over this. I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but the second layer really helps to conceal some of the imperfections on my face, and it really shows a little bit more coverage, and you can definitely build it up from here, but I think 2 layers is pretty good coverage for an everyday wear. Here's 2 light layers compared to my bare face. As you can see, my skin still peeks through and it still looks very natural, which is why I think this is a perfect BB cream for the summertime, because I'm just not the type of person that likes to wear a lot of heavy foundation during the summertime. So now I'm going to go ahead and apply the BB cream to the other side of my face with no primer. I think with or without the primer, it still looks and works very well. So this time I'm actually going to blend out the BB cream using a light patting motion with my fingertips, as you guys can see, and I really think that this actually helps make the coverage look a little bit stronger because you're not dispersing the product too thin. So this is 2 layers of the BB cream all over my face, and I do think this is the perfect amount of coverage that I want to have if I'm just kind of throwing this on and running errands or just doing day-to-day things, because like I said, I like more of a natural lightweight kind of finish on my face. And then speaking of the finish, I do think that this has a semi-dewy kind of finish to it. It's definitely not matte. I was thinking it might be matte because it's targeted for combination and acne-prone skin types, but it does have a slight dewy finish, which I don't hate because I actually like that look to my skin. So it looks very fresh and natural on. It does not make me greasy, and it doesn't make me look oily throughout the day. This BB cream actually holds up pretty well, and I think I wore it for the first time like 10 hours straight, and it held up perfectly fine. I was running errands outdoors and whatnot, so it looked great on, and personally I think it looks very natural and very nice. And then I went ahead and finished up my makeup. I did go ahead and add a little bit of concealer underneath my eyes, just because I don't think it did a very good job at concealing my dark under eye circles, but I just threw on a little bit of concealer and then I finished up the rest of my makeup. I did put translucent powder right underneath my eyes just to keep the concealer in place, but I didn't use a setting powder on any other part of my face, and this is what it looks like with all of my makeup all done. And like I said, you can see that there is a slight kind of dewy finish to it. It's not completely matte. You can probably just set it with a powder if you want it to be more matte, but I didn't think that it made me look oily or greasy throughout the day. So I'm happy with the way it looks, and overall I really do like this BB cream. I think that you do have to be somewhat careful when you're blending it out. I probably wouldn't use a brush to blend this out because, like I said, it can be kind of streaky looking, and I do think the Benefit Porefessional Primer works really well with this BB cream. It kind of just holds it in place and smooths everything else out. If you're looking for a little bit more extra coverage, you can build it up, but like I said, you can always add a little bit of concealer to it and you can still have that really natural look. I don't know if I mentioned, but there are 5 different shades that this comes in. I picked up the light medium sheer tint and it matches me perfectly, and I think I got it for around $7.99 at Target. So that's my short and sweet review of this product. I hope you guys found it helpful. Let me know in the comments below if you have any other questions for me. Otherwise, you guys can always connect with me through my Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, which is always linked down below. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!